Welcome back to our 1-year anniversary episode. That's right, 52 whole episodes of Sports Central. And I think this is a very, very cool time to have some really incredible athletes in so that they can kind of review all our wackiness, all the hilarity, all the bloopers. And so that's precisely what we're doing today. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
What has stood out for you in the world of sports?
We went to Dubai in December, and the girls came first. And then earlier this month, we went to Rwanda, and then we performed well as well. And we actually came back with that cup, which we had won in 2015.
Oh,
yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you find that there's any kind of glass ceiling for women in the sports arena?
With our performances currently last year and this year as well, I think we're headed somewhere. So we're waiting for a big tournament, which is the World Cup qualifiers, and we believe that if we do well, everyone is going to notice us. So we're just praying that everything goes well, we get better performances by the day. So sponsors will come in. Everyone will just come in and support us.
So if you just keep your head down and work, then it's all going to work out, huh?
Yeah.
This year on Sports Central, we've covered a lot of rugby action, the 7s team, the 15s team, and of course, I was there when you guys played the Elgon Cup against Uganda. I mean, seriously, what needs to change? What more do you need to see us improve on when it comes to covering rugby?
I can say the media has done its part. It's only us who need to up our game, as we've started the season on a low a little bit, but we're still on the right track because we are aiming at our eyes are on the prize, and the prize is the 2019 World Cup, and we still have time to change everything and be back on the track here.
We've covered Gor Mahia a lot. What do you think we should do more of when it comes to covering football on the show?
Actually, it's an achievement, and it helps most of the players to be worldwide seen. Mm-hmm. Like now, everyone in Tanzania will talk about that. They know what they're seeing. They see all the upgrades that are in the sports. Mm-hmm. For what I would say, Sports Central has done everything good that is supposed to be done for the club.
Mehdi, you're definitely an athlete. I can just tell by your build. And if you're playing for Gor, then you must be very serious about two things, football and Gor, okay? But you're stroking this basketball with a whole lot of love. Do you play any other sports? He even went and picked up the basketball.
Yes, this one looks like the football game.
Oh, okay, so it's round, it's spherical.
So I wouldn't have grabbed the rugby ball because it would be taking me somewhere astray. So I need to stay on the line.
Fair enough, fair enough. I can totally understand that.
So tell me, how are you guys preparing for Everton?
Actually, I've been watching the Premier League, and I've seen some exciting players there. There's I have to learn from the greatest players that are, ahead of us. Mm-hmm. Like Lukaku, he's a good player, so I need to learn more from him. Okay. So by playing against him, there's something I'm gaining. It's an achievement.
Will you beat them?
Of course.
But of course. There's definitely more funny stuff coming up. We're very excited to have everyone here in studio. This is true sportsmanship, I must say, to come together as a team and critique one another. Stay tuned, because there's more laughs to be had.
Vivo, Chicote!
That is a no-throw.
It's all about that Kenya Open, and we've got the scoop.
We've not traveled to Kakamega to lose.
Beautiful women and the wilderness. Find out about that all-ladies team that is preparing for this year's edition of the Rhino Charge.
You're not gonna want to miss anything. This episode got too much sauce, Mike.
Too much sauce. Too much sauce.
That's right. Until then, though, keep it Sports Central. So, ladies and gents, it's been amazing having you here today to kind of, critique us and let us know what you think about Sports Central and coverage. What is something, it could be unrelated to your sport, that you really want to see on the show?
If you can cover more in the lower levels, like the secondary schools games, That's where our clubs pick some of the players. It doesn't matter if it's rugby or football or cricket or somewhere. That way it will be easier for even the younger guys to
Gain exposure,
gain exposure or market themselves outside, because nowadays, or the way the sport is headed in this country, it's going to be professional, and at least it's paying, and people are making something out of it from the sports.
For me, I would say perhaps you could interview the coaches and get their insights in terms of how they see the different sports, like the way you've brought all of us together from different sports. Maybe their insights on how they prepare the players can be quite similar, or it may be different, and it may have worked for their teams that they are coaching.
There's this thing called National Sevens Circuit that's coming up soon, like in September. Some guys just think we only have Kenya Sevens. No, this players come from the Sevens Circuit where you have in Kenya. So many teams are playing, the likes of Kisii, Makueni, RFC. Let's go down there, let's get those players, the young players, of course, and guys to see how they're doing. Something else is the women's rugby. Those ladies, they're just there, but guys don't know about them. Then they're of course going to qualify for the World Cup. They're going for the qualifiers in Tunisia. And guys need to support them to see them going to San Francisco. Yeah.
If you have something like this we're having right now, the coverage, kids can be able to know maybe there's a sport called kabaddi. When they see it on TV, they can know, I would love to play. Where can I get the contacts to be able to join the groups? Such things,
Okay. The Sports Central has done a good job, and only one thing maybe I would advise to motivate the young generation so that they can get used to the new things in whatever and they're growing life.
Well, absolutely fantastic stuff, and I think we'll take that into consideration. And as we start off our second year, we just want to say thank you very much for always entertaining us. I love coming to the games. I love watching the games, and of course, for everyone watching us, Kumbuka, we go to these games to get you to appreciate the hard work that they put in. So make sure that you attend, of course, a lot. Rugby, it could be cricket, it could be Gor Mahia playing Everton, by the way, all of that. Yeah. And so, no, the greatest club.
Come correct or not at all, Mike. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for being here today. It's truly an honor and a privilege to be in your presence, and also to get your candid opinions of these things, and so we can find out how not only to better this show, but a lot of what you're saying is how to better posterity and make it easier for future generations to be able to get access to some of the opportunities that you all have. So that's very incredible. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. Just because these guys are going to check out in a minute doesn't mean that we don't still have a barrel of laughs to go through. So stay right there. More coming up. Mike.
Yo.
Mike, tell us what's happening this week on Sports Central.
Well, this week,
Now it's red. And then we get to kick it with the Shujas as, I'm sorry, am I doing the right thing?
Face off with Western Steamer Bulls.
And
like and follow us on all your social media channels.
really?
Oh my God.
45.
To keep us with blah 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 and blah blah blah. Can we do that again, please?
Ballers, they gon' ball. Shot callers, they gonna call. That ain't got nothing to do with me and you. That's the way it is. The third edition of the Sport Pesa Arsenal. Sorry.
Yeah, blah blah blah.
Let's do this again.
You're watching Sports Central, the show that guarantees your weekly fix. What are we looking at?
I think he didn't know what to look at.
Yeah, because I knew Swazi was going to go down.
You've seen some life, young man. You've seen some life. What? Now, the last time that we were on... Not the last time. Sorry, it wasn't the last time.
It's a tick.
Yeah.
Director, you rock. You rock.
Welcome back.
Oh, who's starting off? Oh, it's you. Okay, cool. My bad.
Right here is where you're gonna get. You're gonna get it.
So
We'll be all right.
Of course, we'll entertain you on Saturday. What's zimepotea? What's zimepotea?
We'll leave you seeing.
We'll leave you be. We'll leave you be. Check this out.
Just keep it Sport Central.